Welcome to SENTRON Explain, again with the Electronic Circuit Protection Device, ECPD. Today, video number 3, we want to talk about parameterization and possibilities to, let's say, change settings in our device. Let's have a look. We have here installed already our SENTRON Power Config app. And as you know from other SENTRON Explain videos, we already installed the connection, or we established the connection between our ECPD and our gateway, the Power Center 1000 in this case. We connected the Power Center via a LAN Modbus TCP connection to our Wi-Fi router, and now we have a look in the app, SENTRON Power Config app, and we have a look in our demo case. There we already find our 5T Wi-Com ECPD, it's connected. And we see the breaker information. State of the breaker is okay. The device is still off. It shows that it is off. And when we now switch the device on, it indicates us that the device is on. So it shows us that this device is going to be on. And we have a look now that we have the breaker information is still that everything is okay and the device is on state. We want to have a look on the parameter setting, and we want now to change some settings in our device. Therefore, we have here this protected area, and we want to open this lock of the protected area. So we press the lock button in the display, and now we have 90 seconds time to acknowledge this blinking LED on the device by pressing the test button. So now you see the lock is open. We can open now the protected area, and we now want to change some settings. We change first the nominal current from 16 amps, for example, to a 10 amp device. So now the terminal, the, let's say, more or less bimetal setting which we had before, is now set to 10 amps. So the overload conditions and everything will be set now to 10 amps. And here you have a lot of settings for behavior at, for example, sensitivity of an RCD. You have the behavior at an instantaneous trip for a short circuit, for example. And today we want to set another setting, the undervoltage release. So we want to set the undervoltage release to an enabled setting. And we say when the undervoltage release is coming, at 37%, for example, the behavior is going to be off. So the device goes to an off state, mechanically tripped when we have an undervoltage. And something what we want to show you also is that we want to have a remote control functionality to remote mechanically disconnect the device. So the possibility to do this in the app, and electronic switching. So this will be also enabled. All these parameters we changed now, you see below is marked as blue, so now we have to save them to the device, proceed, and now the settings are in the device itself. So what we now want to show you is, for example, if we really have an undervoltage. So let's take again our load. We have here the setting of our fan. The fan is working, and when we have an undervoltage, for example, we have here the power supply off, the fan is off, and you see the device is also in off. And if it's really in off, you're not able to reclose it. So it's really locked to an off state. When we have power supply again, so the undervoltage is gone, you hear now a short clicking. The device is back in operation mode, so you turn it on again. So that's the undervoltage release. We can now turn off, for example, the fan here. That's what we do normally if we are at home in the office, or otherwise we show this in the overview that we now have the possibility to switch it off in the device itself. But if it's really off, you have to go there and have to mechanically connect it again. But you can also put it to an standby mode. So you're able to switch off the load, but the mechanic, as you see, is still closed. And it's now indicated with a yellow LED that the device is in standby. We can turn this on again by clicking to on, remote on action. And this, let's say, gives us possibilities which we don't have today. What we also want to show you here is the possibility that the device really behaves like it was before. So if we switch it now off within standby and you switch it on again, it's still in standby mode. If the device is in on state, what we show now in the app, and you turn it off, it's off, and if you turn it on again, it goes back to on. So exactly the device knows where it was before and behaves like that, or behaves like a proper device which we know today. So that's something what we wanted to show you today from parameter setting. One aspect is just one information. There is the last data point in the app shows you that there's a timeout function. The timeout function in standard setting is 10 minutes. So it's like on the online banking, it goes to a lock state automatically when the 10 minutes are gone. But you also can set it to that it will not, let's say, lock it, or you set different times. Just for your information. And that's it for a short presentation of the parameters today. Thanks a lot for joining and have a nice day.